Hello and welcome, you guys. Are you a tutor who is struggling to grow your business, attract new clients, or manage your time effectively? If so, guess what? You are not alone. Many tutors face these other challenges when they are running a tutoring business. And that's why I'm here today to talk to you about why you should actually consider hiring a business consultant like myself to help you overcome these obstacles and achieve your goals. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the benefits of working with a business consultant as a tutor, some common challenges that tutors face, why some tutors may choose not to hire a business coach, and how my consulting services can help you build a successful and sustainable tutoring business. So my name's Joanne Kaminski. I am an online tutor business coach, or as some people like to call it, a tutoring consultant, a tutoring business consultant, right? I'm a person who is going to take a look at where you're at inside of your business and be able to help you get to the next level. What are some of the benefits of hiring a business consultant for tutors? Well, some of the different benefits of working with a business consultant is really developing a clear business strategy. Okay, so a lot of people in the beginning, they just think that all I need to do is get students. Fair. I mean, you can't make money without students, am I right? But there's a little bit more that needs to go into it. I need to be able to think about, like, how much do I want to charge? How many students do I want? What hours am I going to work? How are people going to find me, right? How do I improve my marketing so that more people can find me? And if you're like me, when I got started, I was on a tight budget. So I really wanted to invest my time in things that would make me money, not things that would cost me money. So doing things like organic marketing, where I can get found online by knowing like what keywords to put on my copy, on my website, on things that I create, was really pivotal for me because I didn't have a lot of cash to throw on into Google ads, Facebook ads, or any of those kinds of things. Also, a business coach can help you with your time management. A lot of times in the beginning, we're going from where we know exactly what we need to do every day when we're working in the school system to now I have to figure out how to organize my day. And a lot of times in the beginning, we organize our day with activities that aren't income producing activities. So we wonder then, if I'm not spending my time on income producing activities, we wonder, well, why am I not getting students? I need to actually be spending my time on creating content, making connections. And if I spend some time every single day, I'm going to make more and more connections and more people are going to refer me. So working with a business coach can help you organize your schedule so that you can figure out what do you need to be focusing on and when. Also, there's always times where you're going to you come across challenges inside of your business and you're not really sure what to do or how to handle it. And so you're looking for somebody to kind of bounce ideas off of and brainstorm. And the last real big benefit is staying accountable. Sometimes it's a lot easier if you say something to somebody else to actually do it. And accountability in our business is absolutely huge. And I've worked with so many different types of tutors, and it's so fun to be able to work with all these different tutors. Beth and I used to work together as I was her business coach and helping her every single week. So we met weekly and we took a look at where are you at inside of your business? What are your goals that you have? What are you working on this week? And we'd be able to go through week by week and take a look at what's working, what's not working, what do we need to change? One time we were looking at our website and we were taking a look and like, okay, why is it that so many people are visiting your website, but they're leaving so quickly? They were bouncing, and we're able to take a look at, okay, they're bouncing because the words that they're typing in to find you is not what the copy on your website is about. We found out that the people that were typing in to find her were people who were looking for help with high school Spanish. And her entire website was all about helping young children with learning Spanish. And so we realized, well, what would happen if we changed this completely around and we now market our services to high school students, because that is a typical age where you have to take Spanish, right? You have to pass the class in order to graduate. And it's not as much of a priority when kids are younger, as much as we would love to be able to make that a priority. It just always isn't. So What if we tapped into that market? And we tapped into that market. 3 months later, she began getting call after call after call for people that wanted her to help their child do better in Spanish and get a passing grade. And I think this is the huge thing about when you have somebody else come on in and take a look at your business and they can see what strategies you're working at. That person that's looking at your business needs to really understand business strategy. Like, just to have, like, hire anybody to take a look at this is not the same thing. You need somebody that has a strong background in business and has a strong background in being able to take a look at what is working, what's not working, where are the holes, where can we fill those holes? How can we, make that content better? How can we make the copywriting better? How can we be more on top of creating our content? Whatever the case may be, you'll be able to come up with goals together. So it's not like when you work with a tutoring business consultant, that they're going to sit there and they're going to say, you need to do A, B, and C, right? They're going to talk with you and figure out what is it that you specifically want to work on and how do you want to get found. And just recently, I was working with an incredible guy. Absolutely loved being able to work with him, where he really wanted to be able to get his TikTok strategy going really well. And one of the things he had was a freebie. And we were able to take a look at, now I'm not a TikTok specialist, right? But when it comes to a funnel, I know a thing or two. All right. I know more than a thing or two. Okay, guys. But I can take a look and I can say, okay, let's take a look at that freebie. Let's see, are people downloading it? So the headline is going to be critical if people are downloading it. Then let's take a look at the quality of the freebie. Does the freebie have these elements inside of it? And if it has these elements inside of it, you're good to go. But then also, how can I monetize on this freebie? Because you want to have a strategy in place right away where people have the opportunity to get on your email list and you have the ability to grow it. So now we talk about email strategy and building that all out. And to do this all on our own, yes, we probably could figure it out with enough time. But how much money are we leaving on the table when we don't get that kind of help right out of the gate? Right? We're leaving money on the table. And a lot of people, they think about, getting consulting services like this as a cost, but they don't realize is it's an investment. So the information that you learn, you're going to make that money back over time. I recently hired a consultant for $4,000. And when I had her work with me, I wanted help with creating a evergreen funnel. And so she was able to walk me through and be like, here are the pieces that you need. I'm going to have you work on these things each week. We'll come back, we'll take a look at that, and then we'll meet again. And so that was the beauty of the process. And at the end, I had a finished result. And I was proud of the result that I had. And now I can recreate that result again and again for all the future funnels that I want to be able to create. None of that information, just because I worked with her that one time, goes away. I get to take it with me. I get to keep it forever. And that is absolutely huge. So the entire spectrum of things that you can learn is just incredible. And when a business coach is working with you, they're not sitting there being like, all right, how much money can I make from all of these suckers, right? No, we literally want to give our heart, soul, everything. Like, we give away the kitchen sink and the front door. And oh my gosh, like, it's not about hiding secrets. It's really about how can we take what you have right now? How can we build on it and make it better? Now, I know some of the challenges that tutors have in their tutoring business is sometimes dealing even with difficult clients, right? So if you've got a difficult client, what is the process that you can go through so that in the future, you don't have these types of clients that you're having to deal with, right? Sometimes it is putting on your website, specifically who you don't want to work with, so that you just naturally repulse them and they're not attracted to you. So they don't even bother contacting you. That's one way. Another thing that you can do is in the copy that you write and the emails that you write, you can specifically, again, be using language that shares very concretely who it is that you like to serve and who you like to help. And if there's certain types of parents that you don't like working with, you can add that on in there. So we're all going to have some difficult client situations once in a while, and how we handle that is going to be pivotal. And sometimes we just need that extra voice to kind of like talk about how do I handle this? But we also think about how can I take this one difficult situation? How can I learn from it? And how can I grow from it so that I no longer have to worry about this happening as frequently? And you can come up with a situation. These are all learning opportunities. Another thing is really knowing your numbers. A business coach can take a look at the numbers that you have and really help you get clear on where you currently are and help you come up with a strategy to where you want to be. They can take a look at those numbers and be like, okay, here's what we need to tweak. Here's what we need to tweak. Let's get you there. Okay. Here's what you're going to need to do if this is the amount of money that you want to be able to make. And it's not necessarily getting more students or working more hours, right? That's not the only solution. But what are some other things that I could build into my process so that I can be able to make some additional income from other revenue streams that are in alignment with my business, right? And sometimes we just don't even know how to handle like certain administrative tasks. We're like, how do I handle the whole payment thing? Can you show me? To work with somebody who can just be like, yep, here we go. So you're going to do A, B, C, D. And that's gonna help. One of the things that I do for the people that I work with is every single session is recorded. And I do this because sometimes I say something and you're like, "Oh my god, I wish I could say it like that." Well, now you can, because when you work with me, you have that opportunity to get the recording and a transcript. The transcript helps you find exactly where I said it so that you don't have to listen to the whole entire video. You're able to click on it, and then you're able to go to that part and you can copy what it is that I said. I always tell people, if I've said something and you want to be able to use it, because what I'm saying is actually done in collaboration with you. If I'm saying something and you love the way I said it and you want to copy that, it's yours. You've paid for it. Okay. And that's the way that I like to think about it. I don't think of it as plagiarism or anything. Now, if you go to my website and you start copying my website, that's plagiarism. But if I say something because I'm giving you advice and you want to use that exact wording that I've used, it's yours. You absolutely may have that and be able to use that. So I think this is like really important to kind of think about is all the different ways that a business consultant can really help you. Also, I mean, a business consultant can keep you motivated and keep you focused, right? And stay on track. On our own, we kind of just go from, one student to the next student to the next student, making sure all those things are in place, but we might have a goal that we're not prioritizing that we wanted to prioritize. So a business coach can help you decide if something is worth prioritizing now, or is this better for a later date? And if it's worth prioritizing now, let's come up with a plan on how we can accomplish it. This is huge to be able to map all of that out so you can get the successes that you don't. Now, I know there are a lot of tutors, they don't want to hire a business coach. And some of the reasons they don't want to hire a business coach, they think, oh, this is just going to cost too much money. And to work with somebody one-on-one, yes, is going to cost more money than if I join a group class. But the benefit of being able to work with a coach one-on-one versus a group class is that I might already have some of the information that is going to be taught in the group class. When I work directly with a coach, I save time, which, for really busy people like me, that's what I need to do. Like I can't go into another course right now and like go through it step by step by step. I need to work with somebody who can specifically look at what I'm doing and give me feedback on that. Because it's not that I don't know what I'm doing. I have all those beginning pieces put into place. What I need is somebody to take me to the next level. And that's why hiring a coach, just like our students, right? They're hiring a tutor, right? They're hiring us because we can take them to that next level, which is amazing. Um, other tutors, they think, oh, I don't have time to really working with a business coach. And if you don't have time, then you don't have time, right? Like literally, you have to prioritize your time and really figure out, what is going to be a priority for you. So running a tutoring business can be time consuming, and you might feel that you don't have time to do any of the work with a business coach on top of all the other responsibilities you have because you have all the hats that you're wearing. But a business coach can help you automate some of those things so that you don't have to keep doing some of those things over and over again. And I find that automation is worth the time any time of the day. Another reason that tutors are hesitant is they love their independence. Like, oh, I can bootstrap this on my own. I can do this on my own. I know how to tutor, so of course I can be a great tutor. And so we don't necessarily want somebody telling us what to do. Oh, they're going to tell me to do this, and then I'm going to have to do this. Remember that that's not the job of a coach. The job of a coach is to find out what are your goals, not their goals. What are your goals? And to help you be able to reach those goals. You might not even know what your goals are. A coach is going to clarify what those goals are for you or help you to clarify those goals so you know what your goals are. If you don't have any goals, that is probably the first hint that you need a business coach, right? Because otherwise you're flying by the seat of your pants. And you might be doing well flying on the seat of your pants. It might be a great strategy for you. But what if you were leaving money on the table because of it? I mean, I definitely figured that out, um, just recently for myself. Like, I was leaving a lot of money on the table because I wasn't setting my own goals, and I know how to set goals. So I sat down, I'm like, "Joanne, you know the process. Just do it." I sat down, I'm like, "Okay, here's what I made last year," right? It was tax season, so I already had that number right there, knew how much I made. And I said, "Okay, I wanna make 80,000 more next year because I have 3 colleges that I need to pay for and a new house and a wedding." So I was like, "Okay, how am I gonna make $80,000 more in the next year?" And I came up with 3 simple goals. After I hashed it out and figured it out, 3 simple things that if I focus on these 3 things each month, I am going to be able to make that $80,000 more. Now, I could have just skipped the process, ran by the seat of my pants again for this year, and then just been like, "Yay, I made a lot of money. That was great." But then not really moved myself to the next level, to the next income barrier, right? And 300,000 for me is the next income barrier. Like, I know that I have a lot of mindset work still to go through in order to reach that, but I know that I'm going to be able to reach that. So you might be at an income barrier of 50,000. Like, you might be at the place where you're like, I just I don't see how I'm gonna be able to replace my income. Or maybe you're trying to hit that 6 figures without working with a coach for them to know what is the language that you're using that is holding you back from being able to make those 6 figures. You're not going to be able to overcome that and be able to do it. As soon as I got clear on my goals, you guys, it was like the universe opened on up and was like, "Here you go. Here's your first goal, like, handed to you on a platter." I was like, "Shut the front door." I had said that I wanted to take on 5 more students specifically, and my website's just kind of been dead for a little bit because I work on so many other people's websites that I don't actually take the time to go into my website. So I took the time to go on into my website, refresh it, put some new content on there, make it better because you can always improve your website, right? And I know this as a coach. And so that's what I did is I went in and I took my own advice and I improved my website. And like that, I had 8 people who reached out to me in 1 week. Was not expecting that. And these are the things when you get clear on what it is that you want and you realize inside of your heart that you can make it happen, amazing things will happen for you. Some tutors lack trust, right? You might be hesitant to work with a business coach because you don't trust maybe their expertise or you feel that they're not going to be able to provide the support that you need. So you really want to kind of do your research ahead of time and know, okay, is this the person who can help me be able to reach that goal? There are a lot of business coaches that are out there. They're just general business coaches. They're not specified for the tutoring business. And I've worked with them and they give really terrible advice. Okay. So I mean, you can make that expensive mistake like I did by doing that, but I'm gonna tell you that if you work with a tutoring business coach or consultant, that is gonna be a game changer for you because they know this business inside and out versus somebody who works and helps everybody. The other thing is the experience factor. So some tutors may have experience in business or marketing, but they might not feel that they need the guidance of a business coach to really to achieve their goals. They're like, "Oh, I went and I got my MBA or, my master's in business or whatever it is, right? My undergrad in business, in marketing." I'm gonna tell you the things that they teach you in marketing and the things that we're putting into practice, for your business, there is a divide there, like, it's not equal, and it's just crazy. My, daughter's uh, fiance went to school for marketing and he now wants to open up a car detailing business. I'm like, great. I can help you. I'm like, I can help you set everything on up. So I began taking a look at his website and the copy on his website. And I had a long chat with him of what do you want this business to look like? And then I sat down and I said, here's what we need to do, A, B, C, D. Are you ready? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, so I'm just curious. Were you able to have like, did you already know this stuff from your marketing degree? He's like, oh my gosh, no, they never talked about any of this stuff. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, they didn't teach you about like how to create a website. They didn't teach you about like how important copywriting is. He's like, oh no, copywriting was like a special class. Like you didn't even need to graduate from marketing without copywriting. I don't know how you can have a business and not know copywriting. Like, especially if you're a small business like us. Like copywriting is the gold. If you know how to write words that inspire people to take action, that's where the money is. And so I was able to instantly come up with words that matched his idea of his business and what people are looking for when they're looking for car detailing, and come up with some pretty incredible stuff. And um, I'm just so excited to be able to use these resources and these tools that I've learned over time. They do transcend into other businesses and they do work. Um, but for me, you guys know that helping other tutors, that's my heart and soul. That's my passion. I love being able to help people who are just like me, right? Getting that online tutoring business started and being able to have success right out of the gate. Because really, that's what I focus on, online tutoring businesses. I'm not really so much, I can help people who have in-person tutoring businesses. I can help people who have agencies, and I have helped many people with agencies be able to get their marketing in place so that they can attract the clients that they want. Um, but I think that's the cool thing is I do have this ability to kind of look at the whole spectrum of the tutoring world and be able to help in each of these areas. But I really love helping with coming up with that marketing plan, coming up with that funnel, creating a funnel that's going to make you money as soon as people say that they want your freebie. Okay. They want your freebie and they're already giving you cash before they even set up an appointment with you. That's the stuff that I love to do. And so that's what I help other tutors be able to create inside of their business. And um, a lot of people will hire me because they are currently working with Wyzant and they want to remove Wyzant from the formula and stop paying that, 20-25% cut. And I think that's smart because you're already making money in the tutoring business. You know that you're good at what it is that you do. And now you're ready to up level your services and be like, okay, I can do this on my own. I can go solo. I can run my own business. I don't need to wait until, Wyzant pays me, or I don't have to wait to, have somebody reach out to me before, I'm connecting with my clients. I can really work on my entire business strategy, so I'm attracting clients all of the time at a rate that is right for me. Some tutors think, "Oh my gosh, I don't know if I could, like, hire a coach because, like, what if all of a sudden I get a flood of students and I'm not gonna be able to handle it?" I don't think that's ever happened to anybody. Like, I got a flood of students, but I could handle it, right? I was overwhelmed because onboarding 5 students in 1 week is a lot, but I was able to handle it, right? That's not going to be the case inside of your tutoring business. You're going to get one student 1 week and another student another week, and then maybe 3 students in another week, right? But it's not going to be that you're going to have this flood of students who all of a sudden are finding you and wanting to work with you, and you can't handle it. Your business coach is going to work with you so that you can. And during that week, if you do have a lot of students and you're trying to figure out, like, how do I do all of this? Your business coach can brainstorm with you on how to make your processes and systems better so that you can take on more students and be able to work with them. So I think these are all important reasons that you guys really need to think about when it comes to working with, there's so many benefits when you're working with somebody. The benefits are, having that clear business strategy, improving your marketing, and getting more organic people finding you, enhancing your time management skills, overcoming those challenges that you have, staying accountable to their goals. And we have to get over all of those thoughts of why we shouldn't work with a coach. It's going to cost too much money. Instead of thinking, oh, it's going to actually save me time and it's going to make me more money, right? And really knowing how can somebody help me. And if you don't know how a coach can help you, guess what? Your coach can help you figure that out. They'll take a look at where you at. They'll help you discover where you want to go, and they'll come up with a plan to help you get there. And I think that's the beauty of it all. Somebody else seeing our business with a whole fresh set of ideas can take your business to the next level. So, if you guys haven't had a chance to work with me yet, I would love to be able to work with you. There's a link inside of the description here. I would love for you guys to click on that, check it on out. I do have packages that you can check on out. I have, if you just want to do a power hour, we can just do 1 power hour and then go from there. And if you want to purchase, more sessions in the future, you can. If you want to be an ongoing client, you can. So lots of different opportunities for you. But the first thing to do is to set up that first power hour or the first package of 4 and click on the link in the description. I'm excited to be able to help you guys take your skills to the next level. Let's do this. And on Thursday, we're going to be talking all about how is working with a business coach, how did that actually help other tutors? You're going to hear individual stories of how business coaching actually helped them to be able to get the results that they were looking for. Thanks for joining me today, you guys, and enjoy the rest of your day.